Guten Morgen, liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer. Guten Morgen aus München. Wir sind hier live zugeschaltet. Ich heiße Sie herzlich willkommen zum ersten Livestreaming-Event von Wallix, einem europäischen Marktführer im Bereich Cyber Security. Ich bin Oliver Rolofs, Ihr Gastgeber, und werde Sie heute durch diesen spannenden Tag führen. Schön, dass Sie dabei sind. Und wir stimmen uns jetzt ein zum Thema des heutigen Tages: Film ab. Liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer, Cyber-Security meets Zeitgeist. Das ist das Motto des heutigen Tages, und es hat durch die Corona-Pandemie, nochmal einen ganz neuen Stellenwert bekommen. Zu Computerviren und Malware, die uns jeden Tag aufs Neue im Privatleben, im Business herausfordern, sind auf einmal physische Viren dazugekommen. Digitale Schadenssummen kennen wir von 600 Milliarden US-Dollar bis 2 Billionen US-Dollar. Inwieweit physische Schäden durch Corona jetzt dazukommen, das ist noch nicht bilanziert, aber exakt das ist es genau. Wer hätte es gedacht, dass statt einem Blackout, den wir eigentlich insbesondere in der Cyber-Security-Branche immer mal erwartet haben oder damit rechnen, dass dieses Szenario nun auf einmal abgelöst worden ist durch physische Viren, die große Teile unseres privaten und geschäftlichen Lebens in den letzten Wochen lahmgelegt haben. Wer hätte gedacht, dass auf einmal Corona zum Treiber der Digitalisierung wird? Wer hätte gedacht, dass Business Continuity auf einmal zu einer der wichtigsten Aktivitäten in unseren Unternehmen und Organisationen wird? Und wer hätte gedacht, dass es auch die digitalen Lösungen am Ende des Tages sind, die eben diese Business Continuity aufrechterhalten können. Und das zeigt sich auch täglich in den Datenmengen, die durch die Internetknotenpunkte dieser Welt laufen. Frankfurt, D6, eine der größten Internetknotenpunkte, über 9 Terabit pro Sekunde an Datendurchsatz rauschen in Spitzentagen durch den Internetknotenpunkt. Das ist eine neue Dimension. Wir erleben, dass die Corona-Pandemie der Katalysator bei zahllosen Digitalisierungsprojekten ist und gleichzeitig auch für eine neue Epoche in der Arbeitswelt und Arbeitsorganisation steht. Der Zeitgeist heißt heute neue Normalität. Aber dieser Zeitgeist braucht umso mehr ein sicheres Fundament, damit wir sicher durch die Zukunft unserer Geschäftswelt kommen. Und das Thema Sicherheit ist heute noch mal aktueller denn je. Es ist noch dringender geworden. Dringender vor allen Dingen, weil es uns als Unternehmen vor neue Fragen und Herausforderungen stellt. Wie stellen Unternehmen sicher, dass ihre Security-Strategie mit diesen neuen Prioritäten und vor allen Dingen diesem hohen Tempo, was wir haben, noch Schritt halten kann? Und zwar aus Anwender- und Betreibersicht. Das ist eine der zentralen Fragen, die wir heute aus verschiedenen Perspektiven diskutieren wollen. Und wir haben großartige und hochkarätige Redner bei unserem ersten Livestreaming-Event von Wallix dabei. Aber vor allen Dingen ist diese Veranstaltung für Sie gedacht, liebe Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer. Wir möchten Sie herzlich einladen, Fragen zu stellen und mit uns und anderen Gästen direkt in den Dialog zu treten. Darauf freuen wir uns, und Sie können jederzeit Fragen stellen. Auf Ihrer Webpage sehen Sie irgendwie das Feld, wo Sie das eintragen können, und wir freuen uns sehr über Ihre Fragen. Der Tag verspricht ein spannendes Programm, und wir haben einen ersten Teil der Veranstaltung, der sich mit den Sicherheitsherausforderungen wie auch Fragen des Risikomanagements und Lösungen auf der Management-Ebene beschäftigen wird. Wir haben einen zweiten Teil, wo es um praktische und tatsächliche Kundenerfahrungen geht bei Themen wie Privileged Access Management oder einer sicheren Kommunikation zwischen OT und IT. Und wir werden in die dunklen Tiefen des Webs hinuntersteigen. Ich freue mich, dass wir dafür einen sehr besonderen Gast heute haben, Professor Veit Etzold, Bestseller-Autor und Business Coach. Er hat unter anderem den Thriller Dark Web geschrieben. Darauf dürfen wir sehr gespannt sein. Und last but not least werden wir natürlich auch mehr über Wallix-Lösungen lernen. Wir werden Ihre Produktpartner kennenlernen und werden da interessante Talks haben. Meine Damen und Herren, lassen Sie mich zum Abschluss noch kurz die Hauptthemen einrahmen, die uns durch den heutigen Tag begleiten werden, die den Zeitgeist, den neuen, markieren. Ich habe Corona bereits als den Wendepunkt in unserem heutigen Geschäfts- und Privatleben erwähnt. Die digitale Transformation hat eine neue Relevanz erhalten. Remote Life, Arbeiten von zu Hause, das ist ein neuer, wichtiger Rohstoff unserer Arbeitswelt. Gleichzeitig gibt es von Gesetzgeberseite Überlegungen, ein Recht auf Homeoffice gesetzlich zu verankern. Das verspricht, eine spannende Debatte zu werden. Wir haben durch Corona ein besseres Verständnis über unsere kritischen Infrastrukturen bekommen und sie sind, und das macht diese Corona-Krise noch einmal mehr deutlich, sie sind das Rückgrat unserer Wirtschaft und Gesellschaft. Aus wirtschaftlicher Sicht sehen wir uns mit Unsicherheiten konfrontiert, die Entscheider in Unternehmen dazu veranlasst haben, ihre Investitionen neu zu bewerten und neu zu priorisieren. Das Kosten-Nutzen-Verhältnis wird eine der obersten Prioritäten für die Management-Ebene sein. Auch ein verbessertes Risikomanagement ist erforderlich, um solche Risiken künftig einzugrenzen. Dazu werden wir später mehr hören. Mit Sorge blicken wir und nicht nur die IT-Security-Branche, sondern die ganze Wirtschaft auf neue regulatorische Herausforderungen. Wir sind mit der Zunahme von Interessenkonflikten konfrontiert, die sich auf politischer Ebene äußern. Protektionismus ist ein Stichwort oder auch das Spannungsfeld, in dem wir uns zunehmend befinden, das Spannungsfeld zwischen europäischem Datenschutz und der US-amerikanischen Praxis des Datenmanagements. Last but not least, wir haben es mit immensen Komplexitäten zu tun in unseren heutigen Informationssystemen. Hybride Umgebungen, erhöhte Mobilität, OT and IT oder DevOps, das bereitet Ihnen als Verantwortliche sicherlich große Sorgen. Dafür werden wir nachher Lösungen präsentieren. Das sind auch Fragen, die Jean-Noël de Galzain beschäftigen. Er ist Gründer und CEO von Wallix und wird uns gleich aus Paris zugeschaltet sein, dem Hauptsitz von Wallix. Und wir freuen uns gleich in wenigen Sekunden mit ihm über die aktuellen Cyberrisiken zu sprechen und wie man sie mit effizienten Cyber-Security-Lösungen minimieren kann. Wir warten jetzt kurz auf Jean-Noël. Er dürfte gleich zugeschaltet sein. Wunderbar. Und ich sehe Jean-Noël de Galzain, Gründer und CEO von Wallix, bei mir im Screen. Bonjour Jean-Noël, je suis très heureux de parler avec toi aujourd'hui, ce matin. No worries for the audience. I will continue now into English. But a part of that, I would like to encourage you, the audience, already to prepare for questions, which you can send us easily via your web tool. So let us start. Jean-Noël, can you hear me? Excellent.
Absolutely.
Great.
Hi,
great to have
everybody.
you here. And
great to be with you also. Great and honored to welcome so much people for our second Momentum. I think that the whole team and myself are very proud to receive you today.
Excellent. Thank you, Jean-Noël. Shall we start with the first question?
Whenever you want.
I will. I have plenty of questions for you, and I'd like to start because during my preparation for our today's great Wallix live Momentum event, I was very inspired by the Wallix purpose and your mission, and I think, Jean-Noël, that's something we have to highlight right now. But before we start with that, please tell us a little bit more about your company.
Yes, so Wallix means a wall under Linux. Our engineering background comes from the cybersecurity network and cybersecurity operations on the beginning of the company, working for big or medium-sized companies and bringing them an assurance that their all IT functions in OT and IT environments are running 100% of the days, the weeks, and the years. We went through a managed security services activity from 2003 to 2009. And we raised our first funds in 2009 to hire an R&D team, engineering team. And we put all our knowledge, know-how into creating new innovations to bring more capacity to control the IT operations, to control the IT accesses, to monitor the IT accesses, and to bring traceability into the information systems of our customers by creating a privileged account management solution called the Bastion in 2009. And from this time, the company turned completely around, flipped completely its business to become a pure software editor with one mission, bringing a simple way and simple platform to allow our customers in every sectors, medium-sized company or big companies, public or private companies, to protect their digital assets in a more and more digital future, digital environment. And to do that, we mainly focus on three keys, three challenges: identify the users and bring them authorizations to access where they need to access, control and monitor the accesses, bringing traceability, and protect the contents, the data into the information systems. So we are now 220 people based in 10 different countries with strong bases in France, headquarters in France, but a very strong basis in Germany and Poland, as the Germany and DACH region is completely strategic for the company. Our objective is to create a European champion of the cybersecurity space. For us, European champions means one foot in France, another one in Germany, and trying to build a sustainable future where the resilience and the protection of personal information are keys. So we try to share that with our customers, and we build an ecosystem with partners, distributors. We signed with Infinigate for the DACH region, and training, certifying hundreds of people in all regions of your country to be able to bring, with our French technology, the Bastion, the German reliability and quality of service. So this is the objective of Wallix, being German in Germany.
Thank you, Jean-Noël. In the meanwhile, I see some facts and figures on our screens. Wallix at a glance. That provides us with a good overview. And I really appreciate that you are a European cybersecurity champion. And coming back to that later, in relation to that, what's indeed your mission, especially bearing in mind our theme of today's cybersecurity meets zeitgeist?
Yes, we feel that in this particular period, we everybody as a human, as companies, we faced very strong disruption where digital was the unique link between each others and to maintain the activity of our businesses. So with this particular period, we were completely mobilized, 100% of the company, 100% of the people inside Wallix to support our customers, to bring them particular tools, to open our tools, and to allow them to move forward despite of the difficulties. And we were able to support them quite well. We didn't have breaks, complications, and we feel that today the two main issues, the two main things we are going to face are the resilience and the protection of contents and data, as contents and data will be key in a digital future. Why? Because the digital information, the digital data are the key assets in a digital future. They bring the value. If you look at the recent speech of Thierry Breton, the new European Commissioner, he talked about the fact that in the future, in the 10 years coming, we are going in the 5 years coming, sorry, boost by 10 the volume of data all around the world. So data are key for your business, and we try to bring the key solutions to help you to keep the control of your data. So keep your control of your data is keeping the control of your future business, the way it will move on in the future, the way you will serve your customers, and keeping the control of your resilience, the resilience of your company despite of the crisis. So I think these are the key issues, and I believe in a sustainable digital where the keys of the digital are not given through a free membership to any GAFAM, but I feel that each of us are responsible of using our data and our systems as we want. So our mission is also to give this freedom of choice to our customers.
Well, thank you very much. Merci bien, Jean-Noël. I see you're providing several solutions within your company, and also in the meanwhile, we see well, a few of your solutions at the screen. Maybe we can go there into detail, if we can see it right now. Oh yes.
Yes. In fact, our objective is quite clear. We feel that the main, I would say, engineering skill, the engineering skills of our teams, and the experience we share with our customers help us to create easy to use solutions. We particularly focus on reducing the complexity, solving the complexity, implementing it into our solutions to help you to protect your endpoints. We acquired a company in Spain and we integrated their technology in our portfolio to allow you to protect with the least privileged solution to protect your endpoints from malwares, cryptoviruses, and ransomwares. And we know that the threats are very important in this domain recently. We do the same to manage the accesses to your applications. We also bought another European company called Trustelem to bring IDaaS and application federation capacities, authentication systems into our portfolio and to bring it to our customers. We protect the accesses to your servers, to your industrial networks and devices to help you to protect your IoT platforms. And with that, we also try to bring a simple way to deploy it by working with very skilled and strong partners, certified, and that way they are able to integrate these solutions and to customize the solutions inside the environments of our customers. We work, for example, with Bechtle. We work with a lot of around 50 partners now in the whole region. That way, we are able to bring an easy way to use a privileged account management solution. And we feel also that your main focus is to develop your business, and to be more competitive and efficient at work. And we know that we are in a world where digital specialists and particularly cybersecurity specialists are missing everywhere in the world. The American government estimated around 3.5 million of missing people in the cybersecurity industry. So we try also to deliver our solutions through a managed security services offer, That way, you could use our technologies wherever you want, on-premise, by subscription, OPEX, CAPEX, in the cloud, wherever you want, wherever you need, whatever you need, and we try to do it easily. I think it is one of our key differentiator on the market, bringing an easy-to-use solution to our customers. That way, when you are going back to home at night, you can sleep quietly with serenity.
Well, that sounds really excellent. Especially, I really like your approach, and I'd like to come back to one very topical and relevant issue: the corona pandemics, the coronavirus. How has corona impacted your company's business?
I think that it was a huge and crazy period. Of course, we have been shocked, a lot of people, by this crisis. I have to thank so much the whole teams of Wallix, because they have been present during and active during this this particular moment in our history. And we were 100% at work with the strong funds and the quality of our finance. We were able to go through this period without asking any public funds to any administration. So I think it is an important thing to tell. And we tried to bring our enthusiasm, I would say, in this particular period, our dynamic to help, to support our customers, our partners, and try to maintain as much as activity as we can. And it is, of course, a kind of proudness to tell you that our customers went through this period with a continuity of activity. We didn't point out failures and difficulties in our IT difficulties in our customer environments. We choose to create a specific offer for our customers and partners during this period. A lot of hospitals, for example, a lot of sensible companies like Critis, like administrations, public companies needed to raise immediately the number of accesses due to the remote workers, due to the remote accesses to maintain the OT environments, for example. So we opened our access platform to allow them to use immediately enough resources to cover their needs. And I think now that we crossed this period with them and we managed to work to train more people with our resellers, VARs, and distributors, we are ready to work with all the customers, all the users who want to create a sustainable digital environment in their company. We are ready to rebuild as we are in a good health and as we are plenty of enthusiasm, and we want to give you a positive signal. Yes, we are able to live well with a digital in running well.
Thank you, Jean-Noël, and that's really a very good and positive signal to hear that you're so committed also to fight the corona pandemic, supporting the healthcare sector, hospitals. That's really good to know that you are the right partner with your company, with Wallix.
I could add that in fact in this kind of period we understand that working with digital partners when you are in your business is working with a strategic partner. So we feel as a strategic partner because we have to bring you the best of the technology, an easy way to use it, to access to it, to access to new features, to new innovations to help you in your daily work. And we also understood that these key partnerships allow us to work on the technology acceptance for employees, for people. And this strategic partnership, we want to create it with our users as we made from the beginning of the company during the COVID crisis, and now in the future to follow on to work on the best way to bring trust in the digital usage. And it is a key point for the future of the digital industry and the cybersecurity space, as we are going to embed cybersecurity in your business. That way, you will have a privacy by design and security by design business. And it will be for you a key point to bring to your whole community, your whole salaries, your whole customers. And it is a way to be more competitive yourself in the future.
Merci beaucoup, Jean-Noël. Thank you. You really gave us a good impression of your company, Wallix. And in the
I
meanwhile,
hope so.
we received, you did, indeed. In the meanwhile, we received some questions from our digital audience. And I'd like to start with the first question. And it's a question about trustworthiness. The question comes from Peter Gründel, and he asked, what exactly does trustworthiness in security products mean to you, Jean-Noël?
I think several points. I would say several points. Trustworthiness means that first, one of our important differentiator, for example, it's the quality of the processes to realize to design the solutions, is the QA. All the investment we put in the quality and insurance processes to create liable solutions, but it's also working in a way where we can deliver a solution which have been challenged in terms of security, challenged in terms of quality of the code, and for example, we are in the cybersecurity space, in the PAM industry, the only vendor certified by an European cybersecurity agency, national cybersecurity agency, by the NSSI in France. We are currently moving in Spain and in Germany with the BSI to make exactly the same process. We feel that we have to bring either features and benefits for users, but liability, quality of the solution, and transparency for you as a company to be sure of what you are buying or subscribing. I would simply add that another important point for me is the quality of the support. I remember a conversation with Eugene Kaspersky a few years ago when I began the company, when I founded Wallix, where he told me that if you want to be an exporter of IT solutions, you have to bring two key points. One is the quality of your innovation and solutions. The other one is the quality of your customer support. Our customer support in Germany is in German. We are reactive. It is one of the key points of the company from the beginning. When you call the support of Wallix, you are not launched in India, in Morocco, or even in another country. You will meet specialists. You will have strong answers and a reactivity of the company. So we are completely embedded with your projects.
Excellent. Wallix is a European cybersecurity champion, and you also provide one important key, that's trust. And thank you for your answer. Now I received two, I would say, more strategic questions for your companies, and I'd like to combine them because there's one question raised by Ralf Kurz. He is asking whether you're planning any acquisitions within Europe. I think that's really a very strategic question. And the other one is asked by Ludwig Kaufmann from Dortmund. He's asking, where do you want to be in 3 years? So that's, I think, a good combination with the acquisition question.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We are developing the company through a strategic plan. We have 3 years or 4 years strategic plan now. We are engaged in the Ambition 21 plan. Our ambition is to create an ETI of the cybersecurity space, a European champion, as I mentioned, but positioned worldwide. We raised 40 million in 2018 to do that on the market. That's why at the end of 2019 we were 30 million founded, still 30 million founded, and we have a very strong financial basis. And this Ambition 21 plan is based on, I would say, a conviction. I feel that today the GAFAM digital is not the digital I dream for, and I feel that Europe needs, as for example in the automotive industry, or in the energy industry, or other industries, aeronautic industry, we need to create European champions to drive a European digital industry. So we are completely engaged in that, and in 3 years, we want to be one of the locomotive, I would say, of this industry in the cybersecurity space. Of course, to do that, we'll invest money to follow on developing innovative solutions. We will invest in covering more and more markets in the world. For example, during the COVID crisis, we opened operations with partners in India, in South Africa, in Arabia, in Saudi Arabia, we opened in Spain, Italy. So we follow on developing the company all over the world. And of course, we announced it, I announced it to the market. We are open to acquisition. We are looking at potential acquisitions. The DACH region, Germany, is one of the countries where we could make an operation. I think that our project today is big enough, is wide enough to welcome other SMEs, other startups, to enlarge our portfolio and our teams, and to bring more and more value to our customers. So yes, potential acquisitions are still on the table, and in 3 years we want to be a locomotive of the European digital and cybersecurity industry.
Well, thank you. And a very good locomotive or driving engine is always the French-German relationship. I think that's also something
yes.
We should continue to work on that. Coming back to the fact that you're a European cybersecurity company, I got another question from Ingo Meyer from Munich. He asked where, in fact, does research and development take place for your company?
Excellent question. From the beginning, we are based in France. We don't externalize our R&D. We are very cautious with that. So all our R&D today is based in France and in Spain. We opened a new R&D center at the end of 2019 in Brittany, after having created one from the beginning in Paris. This new R&D center in Brittany is dedicated to the cloud-based technologies. As Brittany is a region where the local ecosystem is really investing in this, the behavioring of a cybersecurity industry. We acquired Cymarx in Spain during the summer 2019, and we have now a R&D center in Madrid dedicated to the Windows, the Microsoft environments. So we also created Wallix Iberica dedicated to develop these technologies to protect the Microsoft environment, which is important for us. And we are completely open to follow on developing R&D capacities in Europe, as we feel Europe is probably the most powerful Earth, the most important Earth place to welcome engineers, IT and cybersecurity specialists to develop cybersecurity technologies. We are very involved in the ecosystem in general. I have a lot of links with laboratories, with R&D research teams. We make public-private projects with the European Commission, with the French government, probably in the future with the German ecosystem. It is part of our processes to work with what we call the open innovation process, which is coming from the United States but adapted to the European ecosystem. And we involve also our users in these R&D processes, open innovation processes, as our customers' demand are probably more of half of our innovation process, I would say, requests. And it's, of course, R&D is key, and investing in R&D is key to bring you innovations.
Yeah, thank you very much. I got another question, a tricky one, I would say. Christian Patrick from Frankfurt, he asked, are there any cybersecurity attacks that targeted Wallix in the past, and what was any of them successful? If not, how was this mitigated? Can you tell us something about that? I know that's tricky.
No, it's not tricky, because I like transparency. And no, of course, we are always attacked regularly. We had at the beginning of the company, I remember we used open source systems with our internet site, and we had I don't know the word exactly, but our site were defaced. So the homepage has been changed with another one, and it was a massive attack on. I don't remember if it was Joomla, I think, using a Joomla CMS, but it was probably 8 or 9 years ago. We are very cautious with what could happen. We are still training our employees, and I encourage you in your companies to do that regularly, to train your people, to sensibilize your people, to make regular tests and challenge with external providers like bug bounties or IT specialists. We created in 2018 a cybersecurity internal and external team dedicated to do that, to challenge our solutions, our networks, our different tools and processes. So we are, of course, cautious. We are very, very humble with that. We are not proud of anything. We are just trying to keep alive, to keep aware, to keep at the top on this point, and try to bring that to our whole community. I think that in the cybersecurity space, you have to be humble, and you have to be very regularly, you have to test regularly your whole, I would say, surface of attack, in all your organizations, and you have to partner with a whole global ecosystem, as it is most of the time a question of reactivity. And when an attack occurs, you have to react fast, and you have to ask to find the right solution, to update your systems, and you have to be able to prepare what we call a continuity of activity plan if the system stops or if the network is no more accessible. And the crisis COVID, we talked about a couple of minutes ago, gave us an idea of what is a general situation where everybody has to be prepared, as in the future, the homework, for example, will be probably a new value for employees, and they will ask you to use more and more features, more and more digital. So you will have more, as CIOs or CISOs, as IT specialists, you will be responsible, more and more responsible of their safety and their resilience.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, Jean-Noël. You found the right words, and thank you very much for your openness to answering this tricky question. I'm afraid we are running out of time, and there are many more questions. I'm sorry we cannot answer them right now, but we received your email, and we'll respond to that later. I'd like to say thank you very much, Jean-Noël, for your time, for your very inspiring impressions about your company, Wallix, and I believe you're on the right path, and wish you all the best, good luck, and say again, merci bien, bonne journée,
thank you very much,
all the best in Paris.
And have a great day.
Vielen Dank, vielen Dank und liebe Zuschauer, das war ein sehr guter Einstieg heute zum Wallix Live Momentum. Wir gehen jetzt in eine kleine Pause und sind in wenigen Minuten wieder für Sie da. Vielen Dank.